is Stuart Sheffitz, Super Dad, Wonder Dad of the Month. He suspected that something was going on with his child at school, his autistic son, so he put a recording device on his son's person, and when the child went to school, he got a recording of what the teachers were doing. The teacher and the teacher's aide was bullying this young, I don't know, 6, 7-year-old little boy. They were bullying him, verbally, mentally abusing him. I don't know if there was any physical abuse, but the teacher's aide was fired. This was in New Jersey. The teacher's aide was fired. The teacher, however, from what I can understand, the only discipline that bitch has received is being transferred to another school. But if you don't know anything about this story, you should go watch this man's. He's got a couple of videos up. His YouTube user channel, StuChaifetz. That's his name, Stuart Sheffitz, however you say it. Very, very good man.
My son, Akeem, is a 10-year-old boy with autism. Now, Akeem is this wonderful, happy child, and he always has been. And that's why it was so shocking when he started school this year at Horace Mann Elementary here in Cherry Hill, that we, literally from the first week back, we got reports that he'd been hitting the teacher and hitting the aide and throwing chairs over. And none of it made sense because he had never been violent. And I had never seen him hit anyone. So you can imagine how distressing it was that suddenly something was happening to my son at school that was changing him. And it didn't make any sense. Well, of course we were in contact with the school. We had an IEP meeting. And for those who don't know what that is, it's when the parents sit down with the teacher and staff and you try to plan out your child's educational program. Well, from that, we brought in, or the school brought in, a behavior.
And skipping forward.
My son. That happened not by other children, but by his teacher and the aide, the people who were supposed to protect him. They literally were making my son's life a living hell.
Okay, this has gotten almost 3 million views. Everybody in the world needs to see this. So go to the man's channel, check it out, and he's got a petition at, what is that? What's that site that has the petitions? Wherever it'll be linked. So go look at his videos and check it out. See what them animals that were working for the New Jersey school system up there were doing to this little thing. Since only one of the teacher's aides was fired, the teacher and the other teacher's aides were simply moved to another school. So, if you live in New Jersey, what I suggest you do is contact your school. If you have children in school, contact the school that your children are in and find out if they have moved these animals. You can't call them human beings. These teacher's aides and this teacher, in my opinion, are animals. Find out if they've moved them to the school that your child goes to school at, and if they have, save your children. Get your children out of that school, get them away from them animals, and tell your school superintendent that you want them savages removed from the school so they cannot harm any more children.
Well, I didn't get finished my first statement. There's really a mystery. Shut up! But we have